Welcome back to another episode of The Driver's Seat. I'm Kait Wallace, the driver of the 45 mini stock at Flamboro Speedway. And my co-host is
I'm Megan Mitchell, driver of the number 97 Pure Stock for MRC Racing, also at Flamboro Speedway. Buckle up, this one's going to be a ride. It already has been.
I
Hey everyone,
refuse
producer John here. Oh man, we're starting off on a bad foot. We're having technical difficulties with Meg over here. Uh, as you guys can see on the video, that's her at her car. She's not at her car right now. She's at home.
standing there
This,
beside a
this,
car.
oh man, this is gonna go off the rails. We've gone off the rails quick and early, and we've just begun. I hope you guys are ready for a brand new episode of The Driver's Seat, presented by Jomo Media Promotions. How was your all's weekend?
Maybe I should have added my weekly reminder at the end of
No,
my.
we're leaving that one out. Nope.
Okay. I don't need to talk about my weekend. I didn't race, so Meg.
My weekend was fantastic. How about you guys?
Coming from the wall is killing me.
I'm a ghost.
So aggressive today. Uh,
Can't tell what a reaction is, can't see your emotion.
I know it's a weird feeling today to not be able to see her. Um, but coming off an off weekend, uh, where Megan got her only off weekend of the 2025 season. What did you get up to there, Megan?
It actually worked out perfect because we have a family reunion every weekend and it's like the second weekend in July, and that lined up with our only weekend off. So we got to actually go to our family reunion that weekend.
Yay!
So that was great, actually. Like it was weird. Like, okay, I feel like race days for us are so busy with four cars. There's so much going on. Like we wake up early, have to get everything ready, load everything. Like the day just goes by super fast and you don't get to do anything aside from prepping and going to the track and racing and coming home. And it was like we left our family reunion at about like 4 o'clock. And I said to Rachel, I'm like, do you realize that we wouldn't have even run our first race yet? And we've already put in a full day's worth of activities today. Like this day feels super long right now. It was a really good feeling, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's tough when you only get one off weekend a year to be able to do stuff, and obviously to be able to go out there and hang out with your family is
Hmm.
you have to make time for the family as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have grip.
Uh-oh.
I have Garrison's grandmother's celebration of life coming up,
Yeah.
but it's on a race day, so
Oh
you know,
no.
you know where I'll be. This woman absolutely supported my racing though. She was like head over heels for it. So you know what? I believe
She's saying, Meg, you go racing.
exactly.
Don't you miss racing for me.
Exactly. I'm like, you know what? This is what Omi would want, everybody. Don't judge.
Don't judge.
Listen if you don't judge.
Oh, we do judge. We just judge
Yeah,
silently.
you can judge. Everybody else will be judging.
Uh, Cade, how about you there? I know you've been having a numerous amount of off weekends here, but
I've been so
what
lucky.
what have you been up to? Like how have you what have you been up to? What's going on in your life?
In like the last 2 weeks or all
Yeah,
together?
last 2 weeks, last two lives,
Last two
last two
lives.
weeks.
Uh, lives, jeez. Um, a lot of work on the house, a lot of working, just, you know, same old shit. Um, I don't even remember what I did 2 weekends ago, so that's solid. Um, Oh, I went out with my mom on Saturday and got my nails done.
Nice.
And then we hung out with Dale's friends for the evening. And then this past weekend, on Saturday, my mom and I went to the Ancaster Fairgrounds for a horse show. It's the Arabian, so it's the circuit I used to show in for like 4 or 5 years. So I got to see all my friends again
Nice.
and my trainer and everything. So it was really great. Got to see a bunch of pretty horses and it brought a lot of joy to my soul. So, um, and then went to Dale's uncle's house to celebrate his aunt's birthday. Didn't get home till 1 in the morning.
Oof.
Yep. I was the smart driver because I don't really drink. So, um, so then Sunday we didn't get out of bed till like 11 and then proceeded to binge watch a TV show all day. So
You know what? That sounds like a decent weekend though.
Mhm.
it's been nice. I've been surprisingly enjoying not racing, not spending, well, not that I did a lot in the shop because I didn't, I'm not very mechanically inclined.
Mhm.
But like not having the guys spend every night after work in the shop and then wake up at 7 in the morning and now I'd have to drive to my parents' house, which adds more time to it, and then prep the car and prep food and spend like from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. race cars.
Mhm.
And then adult all Sunday and try and catch up on what should have been a weekend long thing in one day. So I never
Yeah.
thought I'd say that I'd be enjoying this as much because I am a sucker for the adrenaline of a race car, but it's not bad.
See, now you know what you need to do? Because usually a lot of race car drivers, when they kind of retire, they go out and get a boat.
I don't I don't do well on bodies of water.
No?
I have that weird fear of what's in the water. We did
Valid.
when I was in elementary school, we did swim to survive, so we got swimming course basically. And I'm a great swimmer. I failed the deep end part because I was terrified of how deep the pool was. I apparently don't like deep water.
That's
Learned
valid.
really fast. And then
You know what?
also
That's
water
understandable.
I can't see in. No,
Hmm.
will not catch me in that kind of water. No. I need to see.
Yeah.
I need to see what's there because if I can't see what's there, I ain't going in there. You're not. Not at all.
Exactly.
Don't want to end up like Steve Irwin.
No. Yeah. Boat will not be happening. Golfing, not happening. I hate golfing. Sorry, everyone.
What?
What do
Okay,
you?
so what's another activity? What's another activity we can think of here besides, let's see, what else could you do? Disc golf.
It's golf again. You're
But it's
taking
disc.
turns
It's you're
hitting something.
throwing a frisbee.
I don't know if I remember how to do that, but still, you're taking turns hitting slash throwing a frisbee. Golf is so boring. I don't understand. And the people that sit there and religiously watch it on the weekends, what is the point? What's so exciting? Like, oh, he hit the ball. It went really far.
I mean, it's just like I guess you could throw that in with baseball then too.
I don't really like baseball either.
Oh, I love baseball. I want to go to another game here soon.
In all fairness, I didn't like any sports that weren't horseback riding and dance for the longest time, and racing as I grew. And then hockey came. And
There you
that
go. Join a ball hockey league.
no.
Why?
No. Because I can't play hockey. Ball hockey or ice hockey, I can't play it. My hand-eye coordination doesn't exist. And yes, I was a dancer.
So it's got to be somewhat good.
No.
Because
I hmm. I don't
like
know how to explain it. I'm like the clumsiest person, and my hand-eye coordination is the worst thing ever, but I competitively danced since I was 3 till I was 17. And I've ridden horses since I was 5, and still,
jeez,
I don't, I'm something else.
you said it.
Everyone's thinking it. all the audience, and others that don't even listen are thinking it. Everyone in the world.
All right, let's swing back over here to Megan here. How did you place over the weekend? Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Not
We
good.
can skip if you'd
Not
like,
good.
if it was that bad.
No, I don't know.
Because now I feel like I did something wrong by
You
asking you.
know,
Because you're
no.
hiding behind a ghost wall here. I can't see your reaction as well.
All you hear is
I mean, so I can't tell if she was clearing her throat or if she
It
was
was
offended. I asked.
it was a little bit of both. No, I just like okay, I was frustrated over our like last weekend because I was running really well and then something happened and it was out of my control and I was angry. So this weekend I was kind of like, okay, like I need to do something different. And I had somebody giving me advice on what they think I should do, and I did that and it slowed me down so bad. And it frustrated the ever living shish out of me. And it just, oh my God. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I started reverting back to the old me, like putting bumpers to people and shoving them and everything. So I was just so angry. And I'm like, I gotta stop. Like, I need to just bring the car home in one piece, clean, no damage, and just be done for the night. And then next weekend, I'm going back and I'm just driving the way I drove before. Like, I'm doing my own thing because there was nothing wrong with what I was doing. And I realize that now. So I was really frustrated with myself.
You know what? Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with being upset with yourself over something that happened.
Hmm. It was kind of a learning moment.
As long as you learn from it.
Yeah, uh, yeah. I'm not good
All
at life
right.
lessons.
Oh boy.
the noises coming from the wall.
That's the problem here. That it's making it funnier because we can't see Megan tonight, and
Stumbling
usually
around.
we're able to.
And the worst part is she can see us, so she can't see.
Yeah, right.
I'm
So she could
literally a
be,
ghost.
yeah, she could be giving one of us the finger right now. We don't know it.
You got no idea.
Or she could be spilling her drink and we wouldn't know it.
I could very well be doing that.
I'm so mad the video wasn't working.
Uh, Obviously, we saw that the Delaware bone stock, or not bone stocks, the mini stock race is coming up here in a couple weeks. I saw in an early entry list here, our very own Kait Wallace will apparently be racing. Um, you want to tell us a little bit about that there, Kate, about what happened? Like what's going on there?
All right, so what happened was is I woke up one morning and I got a notification that said Dale tagged me in a comment. So I went to the comment and it was on the Delaware entry list saying Kate Wallace will be there. So that's how it happened.
So are you actually going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
like, did they just put you up there?
so. I mean, going into this season, obviously it was discussed because, like, who doesn't want to do that race? Really? Once in a
Hmm.
lifetime thing. And so it was discussed, and then we got into the race season, and we've just all been so distracted with life that we've never further discussed it and like preparing my car for the different distance of the track and everything. So I didn't know what was going on, and I just kind of assumed like it was just gonna fall to the wayside and like not do anything. And then it was kind of brought up, and so I was like, oh, maybe we're doing it, but then there's no answers on like if I have everything that I need to be ready. Do we even know what rear end I need? Like, has any of that been discussed? Am I just being left out of that part of the conversation? Hence why I didn't know that I was in the entry list till I was tagged. Um, So I mean, I'm excited to do it. Like I'd love to do it. It's just there's not been a whole lot of communication, so I don't really know exactly what's going. But I mean, that's been my whole season, really. It's just been oh, are we racing this weekend? We are. Okay, let's go. And then after that, it's just not happened. But so yeah, I believe I'm going. I have to make sure I have the rear end to do it, or else I'll be blowing an engine for a season I barely raced and ruining other people's nights. So it'll be interesting. I've never been there, never even to watch. I've only seen it on like Rogers TV, so probably would have been smarter to get this organized a lot earlier and like go out for practice, but I guess we're just winging it.
I mean, nothing wrong with that if you
No,
guys end up
no,
going.
not complaining or anything. It's just we've just been so distracted on like my dad and I have been drywalling our basement and my parents have been doing a lot with like helping my sister move and like they visited them a few times and they got their own stuff going on, trying to fix stuff up around the house to make it more appealing to sell. And so it's like the summer's just kind of gotten away from us.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we're 2 weeks away from August starting, and that means Delaware race is here, and I don't know what's going on.
Now we could talk about that a little bit as well here. Like it's July 21st. We are officially over the halfway mark of the season. Um, in a season that I also think that if not only flew by, it's flying by, but it's also taking a, it feel like I'm getting mixed emotions about it.
Mhm.
Like there's days where I'm like, man, this season's just dragging. And there's other days I'm like, holy crap, we're near the end of July. Like we're halfway through the season. I kind of want to know from both of you though, how are you guys feeling about um the end of the season coming up here? I know with Kate, you not racing so much, it's a little different. Um, I'm really looking for Megan's input on this, but I am looking for your input on a season where even though you may have not raced very much, you did go out, you did compete, and what are some things that you picked up as well throughout the season that is either going to carry you into next season or um, kind of decide of what your fate is with racing as well.
I'll let Meg answer first. She has a better answer than I do.
I'm I'm mixed. Like I look at it from like two different perspectives right now, and it's kind of like, oh, like thank God the season is almost not almost, but we're like halfway there. But then the other hand, I'm like, oh my God, we're already halfway there. Like in a points perspective, for me personally, I'm like, my season has been so, it's not that it's not been great because it's the best season that I've had since 2021. But at the same time, like with my greatest moments that I've had since then, have also, I've had like the worst, like my car being written off and being thrown curveballs like that. So it's kind of played with my points a lot. Like, so it's like on the other hand, I'm kind of like, oh my God, like we're already at the halfway mark and I don't know how much more ground I'm gonna be able to make up. Like, so it's kind of, I don't know, back and forth. And I'm tired. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this 1 week off thing is crazy. So it's like a mixture of emotions, you know?
Yeah, that's understandable though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now over to you, Kate.
Um, it feels really weird because I have no perception of time right now when it comes to the racing season because I've only been out once and I think it was like the beginning of June. So it's been almost 2 months since I've raced. So, um, kind of feels weird and like I feel like I'm running out of time to race, but at the same time, like I hate to say it, but like I'm not dying to get back out. As many as many people get probably upset with that, but I'm not. So it's in that sense it's hard. Thinking about next season, since I can probably answer that a little better than anything regarding this season.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I don't know if I'll be racing at all, to be completely honest. Like I might be, there may not be a Kate Wallace in racing anymore, which makes me sad because I made a lot of friends and like I feel like a badass when I drive a race car, so it's really fun. But it's just ideally by end of year, my parents will be moved. So I won't have my shop. Because they'll be like north. So it's not there may be a chance that they might be by Peterborough and maybe I'll go up there and race a few, but other than that, like I won't really have a spot to work on the car and I'll be funding everything on my own come that way. So it's like that'll very much tighten my schedule pretty quickly, seeing as it's gonna be like having my parents help with money on that race car is huge help. And doing it my own would not I wouldn't have had the seasons I've had over the years and probably wouldn't even actually get out this year if I didn't have my parents' help because buying a house is rip my bank account apart. So, but
Understand.
yeah, I don't know if I'll even be a human in racing anymore next year. So everyone will forget the Kate and I'll become a ghost too. Bye.
Sorry, guys. I dealing with a little business transaction over here. Apparently, all of a sudden, we'll have some exciting news actually, possibly airing tomorrow. Uh, sorry, guys. Uh, we will talk about that. We will, the three of us will talk about it after we wrap up our opening segment here and get ready for checkers or wreckers. So actually, so why don't we head off and get ready for checkers or wreckers?
Alrighty.
Sounds good to me.
All right, and we are back for a brand new edition of Checkers or Wreckers. This is how the game is played. I have 10 questions available that each get 1 minute to answer as many questions as possible. They are typically trivia questions. I guess that's how we're gonna, it's a trivia game to see who is the smarter of the two. Ladies, are you guys ready?
Always.
100%.
Apparently, I'm not though. I s- did all that and I realized I'm not ready. I got my notepad. I got a good pen. I got a good pen. Nice. Now I just need to close that drawer, create my 6 foot side table, and we're ready. Okay, you know what? That's the one thing I loved about this computer desk, okay, is that I have not only a about a 5 foot section, but I also got like another 5 foot side section. So I really put myself in a corner, literally. Um, no one puts baby in a corner. Yeah, they put John in the corner. That's why.
Side note, remember how Dale said he's gonna go water the lawn?
Yeah.
I've heard him. He's been talking to our neighbor this whole time.
That is awesome. I love it.
I'm
All
also
right.
curious how much they can hear me out there.
Oh man. Well,
Anyway,
I don't know who I had first last time out, but Kate, your questions are up first on the board here. Are you ready for your minute of hell?
that's the best way to put it. Normally I should be ready because I have a golden ticket down there, so let's go.
All right, let's get going in three, two, one. What is the only track that hosts wow, we're gonna restart that question. Wow, I did not do that one justice at all. Let's try again, shall we? What is the only track that hosts the Daytona 500?
Daytona.
Talladega.
How many wheels does a full-size late model race car typically have on the ground?
4.
Which Canadian track is nicknamed the Beach?
Throttle.
What do the initials DNF stands for?
Did not finish. Got those a lot.
Which flag means the race is halfway complete?
Uh, um, I didn't know there was a flag, to be completely honest. Pass.
What is the name of the Lightning McQueen sponsor in Cars?
Rusty's? Yeah.
What famous NASCAR driver was known as the Intimidator?
Dale Jr. No, Dale Sr. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
You're going to get a lot of angry people. How many points are awarded for a win in most NASCAR point systems?
I have no idea.
Well, timer is up. You are
I
going to
meant to
be
say Dale
crucified.
Earnhardt. I meant to
You are
say
going to be
Dale Earnhardt.
crucified for saying Dale Jr. to start with.
Ah. And
Oh
then
no, you better get an apology ready for after this.
I need my HR rep, I guess.
No, they're too busy at a Coldplay concert. All right, Megan, are you ready for your 1 minute of questions?
Sure.
In dirt track racing, what is a cushion?
The like little, not little, the like edge thing at the top of the track.
What Canadian city is home to the Canadian Motorsports Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Who was the first woman to lead a lap at the Indianapolis 500?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Do you want to pass?
Yeah.
What tire manufacturer exclusive what tire manufacturer is the exclusive supplier for NASCAR's top three series?
Oh my God, they're not American racers, are they? What the hell are they? Goodyear.
How many laps are in a 100 lap feature?
100 laps.
Okay, just checking, just checking.
Okay.
What flag signals a driver is being penalized or disqualified?
The black flag, if it exists. I mean, what?
All right, let's recap, shall we? Actually, no, let's not recap just yet. It's time for Megan to ask me some questions. She's got some 10 questions for me to answer. I'm excited to see what happens here. Let's go, Megan. Let's go. Let's see what questions you got for me today.
Okay, all 10?
All 10.
Okay.
We're not on a timer for me because I'm gonna ask you all the rest of the questions anyway, so
Okay.
this makes more sense.
What famous soft drink was marketed as a cure for morphine addiction?
I would assume Dr. Pepper.
What common household item kills more people every year than sharks? Why does it say
Hold on, what
it's
was
not
that question
actually a
again?
household? Okay, that's confusing. It says what common, this was Chat GPT. What common household item kills more people every year than sharks? But I will say it's not, nobody's gonna have this in their house. It's not a household item, but it is like a item in like a building.
Oh, asbestos.
What's banned in public buildings in Florida due to the risk of static explosions?
Me.
Which fruit has more genes than humans?
Pineapple?
What's the official term for the dot over a lowercase I or J?
I know it.
Pass.
I
I don't even
know
know that. I'm gonna learn something new after this, that's for sure.
In the 1920s, what did rich people in America hire for their parties to entertain?
I really hope my answer is correct. And this is not to offend anyone, but little people.
I knew you were gonna say that. What is illegal to do? What is illegal to do? This sounds so bad. What is illegal to do with a fish in Ohio while intoxicated? No!
Oh, I knew this one. I remember reading this one, but I can't remember what the damn answer. And this is one of those ones I wish I had my useless knowledge at the helm. Oh, it's not inappropriate. It sounds inappropriate, but
No.
it's not inappropriate.
Yep.
Um,
Oh,
oh, I think it's you can't take your fish for a walk while intoxicated.
what everyday item was originally invented to be used as wallpaper cleaner?
As wallpaper cleaner?
Yeah.
Water.
I'm gonna pass. But
How many?
okay, we need to get back to this actually we'll get through them we'll go through yours first because I need to know some of these ones what they are because I really hope I'm correct with that fish one or I'm at least close. That's all I would care about. We're gonna start off with the number one here for you. Or start off with number one for me. What was that?
I had two more. Did you want those ones?
Oh, yeah, I thought there was 10. Never mind. Let's
Holy
go. Two
moly.
more. I can't
No, I
count.
only I only read eight.
I
Okay.
haven't taken my shoes. I didn't take my shoes off.
Now that these ones are no better. How many chickens are there for every human on Earth?
It's like I think it's like 2.3 to 5 or something like that. I know there's more chickens to humans.
What fruit was once considered so suspicious in Europe that it was called the love apple and rumored to be poisonous?
The Macintosh apple. I was gonna say Granny Smith, but that sounded inappropriate.
Fiji.
Okay. Do you want me to read the answers?
Yeah, you read your answers first before we go back to mine.
Okay. What famous soft drink was marketed as a cure for morphine addiction? It's Coke. What
Ah, I really saw it was Dr. Pepper. That's
what
because
common
Coke was in
household
Coke.
what common household item kills more people every year than sharks? It's a vending machine. You see why I said it's not a household item?
Yeah, that's not a vending. How is a vending machine a
I
household
know.
On a vending
item?
machine.
Chat GBT, you got some explaining to do. Because that is incorrect. No one owns a vending machine unless you have well over $500,000.
Only $500,000?
Yeah, because I think they're pretty cheap. And then if you're cheap as well, then you're gonna get your guests to pay for food.
Okay.
Get a vending machine, then you restock it yourself, and then you continuously make a profit.
Shoot.
Okay. Okay.
Big brain thinking. Let's go.
So this
Well,
one you might like. You might consider moving to Florida. What's banned in public buildings in Florida due to the risk of static explosion? It's Crocs.
I love that.
what?
Crocs are not allowed in buildings in Florida.
For
No.
static explosion?
Yeah, apparently.
Talk about.
I
See,
need,
this is why I don't wear Crocs.
I need the
I knew
scientific,
there's a reason why. This is the reason.
I'm gonna have
need
to
a
apologize
scientific
to Jacqueline for
explanation.
this. Damn.
I need the science here. Where's the explosions coming from?
I don't even
There's a
know.
YouTube video on it, guaranteed,
Probably.
Probably.
or a TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, and a strawberry has more genes than humans.
A strawberry. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know why I
And
thought it was pineapple.
the term for the dot over a lowercase I or J is a tittle.
Don't forget to tittle your eyes, John. Tittle your eyes and cross
I
your teeth.
love it.
I knew.
So in the 1920s, rich people in America used to hire live penguins for
Ah,
entertainment.
I was way off.
Right?
Well, hi.
I really thought it was gonna be little people,
And
and I love them. I love little people. I really do. It's not. I'm not making fun of them. I love them. I think they're amazing people. Okay, I can't wait to go see Brad Williams in October.
and while intoxicated, it is illegal to get a fish drunk.
Oh,
But if you're not intoxicated, feel free, apparently. It's
the things you're not
yeah.
allowed to do in Ohio.
And Play-Doh was originally invented to be used as wallpaper cleaners. Didn't know that.
Wow,
There are,
Play-Doh.
interesting.
right?
Learn
And then
something new every
cars.
day.
There are 3 chickens for every human on Earth.
I said 2.7 of 5, so I
You're
get
really
kind of
close.
get I get a
Yeah.
half point on that one.
Yep. And then what fruit was considered once considered so suspicious that it was rumored to be poisonous? It's a tomato.
Tomato. Wow.
Tomato. Okay. Yeah.
They'll
All
love
right.
that.
All right. Well, let's go back at through your questions here.
Let's not.
For Kate.
Let's not.
What? You did very well actually.
Yeah, we just
You got two wrong.
skip the one question, okay?
Well, we're gonna make fun of you still for that one.
No!
What is the only track that hosts the Daytona 500? You said Daytona. That is correct. How many wheels does a full-size late model race car typically have on the ground? Four, unless there's something's gone very wrong.
Yeah, well, I was being positive, okay? Get
Which
it for
Canadian
one.
which Canadian track is nicknamed the Beach? You said Flamboro Speedway. That is correct. The initials DNF stand for in race results mean do not finish or did not finish. That is correct. Which flag means the halfway is complete? Now, it's not necessarily a flag per
I'm just
se,
saying.
but it's
Okay,
two sticks together, which makes
okay, see,
it's not going to make a flag, but it makes a symbol for a flag. So,
I took it as in like there's an actual flag because I was gonna say the two sticks put together
well,
because
if
that's
you said that, you would have been
but
fine
it's not
because but you're taking two flags and you're making them do an action.
that's not how I took it. Like
Well, that's what I
no.
got. You get it wrong. That's your.
No.
What is the name of Lightning McQueen sponsoring cars? You said Rusty's. That is correct. I added a little more emphasis on that one.
Dang
What
it.
famous NASCAR driver was known as the Intimidator? You at first said Dale Earnhardt Jr. That was incorrect, but then
Oh, I said Dale Jr. I meant to say
sorry,
Dale
you said Dale Jr.
Earnhardt.
You did redeem yourself. You did say Dale Sr. So we'll give you that one. And then the last one was how many points is our award for a win in a most NASCAR point systems? And that answer is 40 points. So you got 6 out of 8 correct. You got 6 out of 8
It's
correct.
seven.
Huh?
It's seven.
There was 8 there.
I know it should be seven correct. That's not a frickin' flag.
You still didn't say it correctly, so you do not get the point.
What is
Because
that?
you didn't say that you take two flags and you cross them and make a T. You didn't say that.
You said what flag? And so
You
to
but
me,
you
that
should have
means pick
but
one
you
flag.
still didn't answer the answer correctly. You still didn't answer the question correctly. So I cannot give you that. Take the 2 losses and let's go move on here.
Bullshit.
You're still gonna beat me, so it doesn't matter.
That's not the point, Meg.
Oh God, Megan. Oh God, can I use that one?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
All right, over to Megan's questions here. Is in dirt racing, what's a cushion? You kind of said built a little lip. I'll take that one. It's the outside line where loose dirt builds up. Number two, sorry. Which Canadian city is home to the Canadian Motorsports Hall of Fame? You were unsure. The answer is Toronto.
Oh my God.
Who was the first woman to lead a lap at the Indianapolis 500? You didn't know. That answer goes to Danica Patrick.
Oh my God, I was gonna say that, and then I
I heard
second
you
guessed
start saying that
myself.
too, but I
Oh
couldn't
my
give you to it because you did say pass, so I had to go with that one.
God damn.
What tire manufacturer exclusive supplier for NASCAR's Top Series? You were very unsure of this one, even throwing out American Racer. You did end up saying Goodyear. That is correct. And we threw it at a random test one here just to see if you could get it. How many laps are in a 100 lap feature? And it is 100. We were just making sure you were still paying attention. What flag? And the final question you were got, which is number set. We got 6 actually for you today. Um, what flag signals the driver's being penalized or disqualified? You said black flag. That is correct.
Never
So
seen one. Never seen one.
you got 4 out of 6 correct. So you guys kind of tied. So maybe I should ask Megan 2 more questions
Oh God.
so we can get up to 8 and then we can actually determine a winner. Because getting two wrong, like the percentage I know is different, but with two losses each, it's kind of difficult to it's you're technically tied. So, Megan, we do have to ask you two more questions
God, okay.
to get you to so we can actually get to an equal amount, okay?
All right.
What does tight mean when describing a car's handling?
It means it's having a hard time cornering. It's like kind of, how do you even explain that? Like
Tight.
it's not, yeah, it's tight. It's not coming out and around, but it's like I can't explain it.
And then the final one is what year did Flamboro Speedway first open its gates?
Oh,
Megan, you should know this.
I know.
Megan.
19. What the heck was that? 52. Nope. 62. 52.
All right, so
83.
those are our two. Uh, wow, I messed that one up. There we go. So after eight questions, Kait will take this round. She, I think, opens her gap a little bit more over Megan. Um, I know I have the score sheet when I'm actually editing, but not while I'm recording. I should probably make sure I pull that up next time. But Kait is in the lead for the grand prize of $100 to the keg for a nice night out. Um, hopefully you take out Megan to and make her use the card to pay for it. So I won. Um, But we do have to thank Graphing Design Studio for being the presenting sponsor of Checkers or Wreckers. If you guys are looking for a design of any kind or uh, logos, hero cards, whatever you guys are looking for, hit up Rachel Mitchell over at Graphing Design Studio. Give her a follow over here on Facebook and see what she can do to help to turn your thought into reality. So, again, thank you to Graphing Design Studio for being the presenting sponsor of Checkers or Wreckers. We'll be back just after a quick brief thing here. Pause. And we'll be back with ChatGPT Roast Us. Stay tuned, guys. All right, short intermission, and now we're back with our one of our favorite segments, ChatGPT Roast Us. This week, we are going absolutely nuclear on ourselves. We got ChatGPT to roast us based on our names. I haven't. I just typed it into ChatGPT. I haven't actually seen them. I read part of one as I was trying to move out of the screen. I'm gonna cry, possibly. I'm not gonna say I am, but possibly. As far as I know, we got three rounds, ranging different severities for each of us. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get hurt?
Y'all ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun. Don't ask me. I'm a freaking singing guy over here. Um, so because we started off with Kait over in Checkers or Wreckers, we're gonna start off with Megan. Give us your lowest setting,
I wish I could see Meg's face right now with this.
right?
Okay. Megan Mitchell sounds like the name of someone who owns a color-coded calendar but still forgets their dentist appointment. You sound like you'd ghost someone and then say, "Sorry, I'm just really bad at texting," while holding your phone like it's a newborn. Megan, the name every Starbucks barista writes as Megan or Megan with an H, or just gives up and puts Emily. You probably correct people by saying it's Megan with an A, not an E, like that's supposed to clarify anything. Mitchell sounds like the name of the guy you swore you'd never text again right before you text him again. Megan Mitchell sounds like you run a true crime podcast and bake gluten-free muffins, but somehow manage to overcook both. You're the type of person who says, "I'm not competitive," right before flipping a Monopoly board and storming out in Crocs. Fair enough.
Raw comments.
Right?
Oh God.
Wait, are we supposed to do our last name too?
I just said roast my name, and because it's my account, it
Uh,
just took my
Yeah,
whole
it did the
name.
same thing for me too, but then I just switched over to producer John, and
okay.
it got worse. So
Okay,
All
I'm good.
right, Kate, you're first. Or is that all for you there, Megan? Or
Yeah.
all right, so Kate, your lowest
I did
severity
a
one.
wrong comment. Nice. Okay, so my first round. So I said roast my name, Caitlin, but I go by Kate, and the Kate I go by is Kit because it's half my name. Oh, Caitlin, huh? Or should I say Kate because you trimmed the lin off like it was dead weight. But guess what? You left the most basic part behind. Kate. It's not a name. That's half a thought. It sounds like someone tried to sneeze politely. Kate? Question mark? No, it's just Kate, the Kate. With commitment issues, you couldn't even keep the E. You ghosted a vowel like it owed you money. And Caitlin? That's the name every millennial mom picked after watching One Tree Hill and thinking, yeah, my daughter should sound like a Pinterest board with a wine addiction. You sound like the girl who corrects the Starbucks barista with, actually, it's Kate with an I, and then get mad when they still spell it Kate. If names had personalities, Kate would be the one gaslighting people into thinking she's not like other girls while sending 17 Snapchats from same angle and calling it spontaneous. Kate, short, sharp, and somehow still the most likely to text, "What are you doing at 2 a.m.?" and then leave you unread.
Wow.
Round one.
Wow. Round one. All right. All right, so the the one I had, I read a few of the ones that I had for myself to start with. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. So I had it roast me as producer John. So, producer John, the only man who thinks editing podcasts makes him a race engineer. Bro couldn't torque a lug nut if you pre-thread it and handed him a YouTube tutorial. He calls himself a producer, but can't even produce a working aux cord without blowing a fuse. And probably still thinks gain is something you measure in protein shakes. If race control was on fire and needed one voice of calm, producer John would be the guy asking, "Do we still get the audio clip for socials though?" He once brought gloves to the track because he thought they matched his hoodie. His idea of pit prep is charging a phone and posting "big day ahead" from the grandstands. The last time producer John helped on a car, he said, "Is this the carburetor?" while pointing at a GoPro. He has media access the same way. It's the same way someone who sneaks into the VIP section has promoter privileges. Producer John looks like he'd throw a caution in the group chat before throwing a wrench in the pits. You give him 20 minutes of raw audio, he gives you a 17-minute podcast and still leaves in a fart noise from the background. The guy once said, "We're just here to tell stories." Yeah, like the stories of how you got roasted so hard the Wi-Fi signal at Flamboro disconnected out of embarrassment. That was a soft beginning, but it gets worse.
Off beginning.
That was soft, but we got. I know the next one's gonna be a little bit harsher. Back to you, Meg, for your second round.
Okay. Okay, I did. What the heck was it? Spicier, but I thought it was stupid. So then it asked me if I wanted pettier, so I did that one, and that one's funnier. Um, said, "Oh, you want petty? Petty like unfriending someone for liking your ex's dog's photo? Petty? All right, welcome to the shallow end of the burn pool where the shade is personal and the salt is Himalayan." Megan, the kind of name that acts shocked when the group chats make plans without you, but you literally never reply. Megan Mitchell sounds like she labels her leftovers in the fridge at home when she lives alone. You give "I'm not mad, just disappointed" energy. You probably say "I don't like drama" right before causing a Category 5 social hurricane with a passive-aggressive Instagram story.
Wow.
Megan Mitchell is the name of someone who thinks "sorry, not sorry" is still a power move. You absolutely split the bill down to the penny, even though you had 3 drinks and everyone else had water. You're the type of Megan who corrects people's grammar in group text and then uses literally wrong 5 seconds later. You once posted a gym mirror selfie with the caption "trust the process" and then never went back. Petty, you wouldn't share your Netflix password, but you'd still ask someone else for theirs the second yours expired. And Mitchell, that last name screams dad works in insurance, but calls it risk management to feel edgy.
Wow. I feel like the other one was a little bit harsher. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like the first one was a little bit worse than this one. All right, there, Kate. You're around for your second round here.
All right, round two. Oh, you want nuclear? You want the kind of roast that makes your ancestors feel ashamed that they ever conjured up your name? Buckle up. Kate, because this roast isn't coming for your name. It's coming for your entire existence wrapped in four limp letters and a vowel that gave up halfway through life. Caitlin, oh sweet baby Jesus, what a name. It's not even a name, it's a corporate rebranding of a girl who peaked in middle school with a glitter phone case and a superiority complex built on being able to spell aesthetic. You go by Kate, like dropping those last three letters made you edgy, mysterious, or quirky. Spoiler alert, it didn't. It just made you sound like a walking Forever 21 clearance rack with a caffeine addiction and zero emotional depth. Kate is the type of name that shows up uninvited, drinks your last White Claw, then cries in the bathroom about her trust issues because someone once didn't like her Instagram story. You're not special. You're the final boss of beige. If your personality could be sorry. If a personality could be gluten-free toast, it would be you. You spell it Kait, like you thought being different meant dropping letters, when in reality all you dropped was the last shred of originality. Kate sounds like a girl who writes "Don't start drama unless you want it" in her bio, then blocks you when you ask if she's okay. Kate's the girl who thinks healing means buying crystals off Etsy and ignoring her therapist emails. You're like the final evolution of every basic white girl who ever owned a live, laugh, love wall decal and thought pumpkin spice was a personality. I hate
Oh,
pumpkin.
jeez.
Kate doesn't walk into a room. She floats in on a cloud of filtered selfies, fake deep quotes, and the lingering stench of a broken situationship she insists she's totally over. You're not Kate. You're a catastrophe, a walking identity crisis with a soft aesthetic and emotional resilience of a wet paper towel. So yeah, Kate, cute name. If by cute you mean the audio version of an eye roll. And when it says catastrophe, it says like KA and then I in a bracket and then catastrophe.
Oh boy. All right. Producer John, you asked for the hardest roast, all smoke, no brakes, zero mercy. Strap in because this is a full tilt, tire shredding, engine exploding, verbal demolition. All right, let's see how well this goes. Producer John, the guy who's so far off pace, his nickname around the pits is the human pit stop penalty. He wouldn't know a torque wrench from a toaster, but somehow still managed to mess both up. Producer John's idea of fast editing is hitting pause and scrolling through memes for 27 minutes. He's the only guy who could lose a most valuable bench warmer award and still show up late to the ceremony. His producer skills are so bad, even the GoPro refuses to turn on when he's around. That's not a camera malfunction, that's fear. Number seven. He he once tried to call a race live and ended up narrating his own nap schedule instead. If I don't nap, that's bad. If making things worse was a race strategy, producer John would be a world champion. He edits audio like he's trying to slow down a tire blowout, choppy, loud, and completely disastrous. When the team needs real help, he's busy Instagramming pit snacks and pretending to boost morale with bad puns. His contribution to the team is like a loose lug nut. Eventually, it'll cause a catastrophic failure, and nobody will be surprised. The only producer title he earned is professional button presser, even though he presses the wrong ones. Valid. I do a lot of wrong button pushing. He's the reason why Race Day's social clip sometimes looks like someone threw a phone in a blender. John's racing IQ is so low, he once asked if pit stop involved actual pits. If he was on the crew, the car would finish last with a duct tape roll as the only fix. And finally, the biggest caution on any race day, producer John sitting too close to the car because that's when the real wreck happens. Yeah. All right, Megan, back to you for your third and final round.
Okay. Where the heck did it go? Oh,
We lost it.
okay. I had like a million up here. Okay. It asked me if I wanted a poetic roast next, so I said sure. It said, Ode to Megan Mitchell, Queen of Mild Shade, whose middle name is probably not my fault, whose group chat reads are left unread, yet somehow it's our default. You strut like confidence lives in your genes, but your GPS still needs help with left. You've got opinions on everything, even when they're 99% guess and 1% theft. You say, I'm just being honest, like that's a shield for being mean. You once started a fight in your sleep because someone disrespected your oat milk routine. You wear beige like it's a bold decision and call it aesthetic when you don't try. Your drama starts soft like a whisper but ends with three block numbers and a dry cry. Your Starbucks order is an essay. Your text reply is a cryptic sigh. You're the storm that cancels brunch but still posts brunch vibes on the sly. Megan Mitchell, you're a walking subplot, a side character in your own spin-off life. Your comebacks take 3 to 5 business days and they still cut like a butter knife.
Those are solid. Like, I like these ones. These are solid, pretty solid tonight. All right, Kate, off to your third and final round.
So all I said was to make it meaner. So it says, "Oh, you want meaner? You want soul-obliterating, tear-inducing, ego-shattering? Fine, let's peel your name apart like it just insulted my bloodline. Caitlin." A name so painfully overused, it's less of a name and more of a glitch in the suburban simulation. You go by Kate like it's some kind of personality, but let's be honest, it's the kind of name that sounds like it should be permanently attached to a vape pen, half-charged iPhone, and the phrase, "I'm really just into energy healing right now." Kate is what happens when Karen and Kaylee have had a brainless love child and tossed her into a world of pumpkin cream cold brews and meaningless, meaningless astrology memes. You're not Kate because you're unique. You're Kate because every third girl in your class was also Caitlin, which is valid, that happened. And the world had to find a way to distinguish the basic from the tragically basic. Your name sounds like someone who thinks wearing a leather jacket over a sundress makes them dangerous. Kate is the girl who posts quotes like, "If you can't handle me, I'm at my worst," when her worst is sending 87 unhinged texts because someone said gay. Energy is all pastel chaos and emotional whiplash with the intellectual depth of a BuzzFeed quiz. You dropped the Lynn like it was weighing you down, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was that Kate sounds like the human version of text that just says never mind, like NVM. You're not mysterious. You're not cool. You're the background character in a CW show who dies in episode 2 and nobody rewinds. Kate isn't a name, it's a red flag, and I don't know how to say that. A siren call to every man-child within 10 miles who thinks trauma bonding is a valid relationship structure. Kate is the name on every empty coffee cup that was never paid for and every crying selfie taken at 2 a.m. with a caption like, "Some people just don't get me." You're not Kate because you're bold. You're Kate because you were too lazy to finish your own damn name. You sound like someone whose hobbies include romanticizing emotional instability and pretending their spiritual awakening wasn't just a bad mushroom trip. Your whole vibe is an unfinished Pinterest board, a bad bitch playlist with no bass, a walking contradiction who says drama free right before lighting a match and walking away from the gasoline. So yeah, Kate, keep the name. It's short, just like your attention span, your patience, and your long-term relevance.
Jesus. That one seemed like it hurt a little bit more.
It did.
All right, so I went back over here and I went back to my Jonathan Morrison one. All right, this is the nuclear level one. It says, all right, you asked for worse. Nuclear level race-ending career in a crater level roast. You wanted to make it worse. Buckle up, Jonathan, because this ain't a black flag. This is a full set into the wall with no spotter and bald tires. John Morrison sounds like a guy who'd say, I'm basically a driver because he played Mario Kart once and finished 7th out of 8 with auto steer on. You're the kind of guy who proudly announced, I gapped the field at a go-kart birthday party full of 8-year-olds. Your name sounds like the plot twist in a low-budget racing documentary. The rise and catastrophic fall of John Morrison. The tires that was never torqued. You have such consistent mid-pack energy. The timing just skips you out of pity. Transponder, more like transpo derailed. If your career were a pit stop and involved 2 flat tires, a missing crew, and your mom running out with a juice box, and a torque wrench, well, wow. If your career were a pit stop, it involved 2 flat tires, a missing crew, and your mom running out with a juice box and a torque wrench yelling, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." There's a big joke in there I can make.
No.
Y'all know that one. You want Dale, have you gone to go visit my mom yet over in Onondaga or
Dale, have you gone to visit John's mom yet?
what do you say?
Oh my God, that was awful.
Oh man. Uh you once called the staggered setup offensive because you thought it was about your height. The last time you passed tech, it was in a dream sequence, even then the inspector sighed and said, "I'll allow it for the plot." You're the only guy to get black flagged before the green flagged for having your helmet on backwards and your Hans device zip tied to a lunchbox. Is it calling me fat? If racing was Call of Duty, you'd be the guy trying to reload the tires mid-race while asking if the pit road was a respawn point. John Morrison, the human equivalent of getting passed by a lap down back marker and waving to the crowd like it was part of the plan. It has so made so many jokes about the mom thing one.
Your mom bringing you a juice box, John? All the way from
Only in
Onondaga?
my dreams, not in reality. Oh man.
I think if you see your mom bringing you a juice box while you're racing, you have real big problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably check your own pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, that if that was the case, yeah, there'd be something way wrong. I'm gonna get out of this before we get too far and deep into this. That was ChatGPT roast us. Make sure you guys tune in every week to see what our what crazy thought we came up with to roast ourselves. I'm gonna try to make sure I get this up next Monday at noon, so that you guys can vote on your favorite ones. And if you guys have one, let us know in the comments. We'd love to use your suggestions to create our ChatGPT roast us. So make sure you guys tune in. And like I said, when you see this, drop a comment. Let us know what you think ChatGPT should roast us about next time. All right, ladies. It's just about time to get out of here. Another great show in the books. Um, Megan, you're back at it this weekend. I swear to God, if that's something to go along with, like, because you saw it now, I got to see it, Kate.
Mom thing.
Oh, okay. Um, Make sure you guys follow Joe Media Promotions on all social media platforms. Follow Kate and Megan on their racing journeys. Wallace Racing on Facebook and Instagram. I know she don't post much there anymore. Kate, I'm just saying that they can go follow you there. You guys can go follow Megan over at MRC Racing on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna get out of here. You guys can catch Megan back in action this Saturday at Flamboro Speedway. Racing gets underway at 6:30. I may or may not be making a trip to Flamborough this Saturday. Don't know yet. We'll see how my week goes. But anyways, for Kate Wallace, for Megan Mitchell, I'm John Morrison. We'll see you guys right here next time on the driver's seat. See you guys.
Bye.
You can find Jomo Media and Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and at jomomedia.ca. Until next time, keep your engines running and your belts tight.